Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So before we start, I would just like to bless both of these decks that I'm about to use with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, abundance, and I hope that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your actions and your interactions with the world at large in the month of March. Oh wow, I mean, look at that. You really couldn't ask for any more than that. That's amazing. So you get the Sun card. Your actions and your interactions in the world is how you are received by the world. It's what you do in the world. It's how you're perceived by the people of the world. The Sun card represents joy. It represents abundance. It represents happiness. It represents the future. It represents the willpower. It's all the things that you could ask for, want for, wish for and hope for. If you were asking a yes no question, the Sun would be an absolute yes. Your actions and your interactions this month are blessed. They cannot do or be anything else but blessed for you. The Sun is also about optimism. It's also about joy. And this talks about, you know, Sagittarius has definitely needed some joy and some optimism. I can safely 100% say that. It's been a time of it for you guys as well, actually. You know, I mentioned this earlier in one of the other videos that I did. And I talked about signs that have had, you know, quite a rough time of it over the last few months. And I actually forgot about you guys. You know, you've had, I think for Sagittarius, it's been more of a journey of movement. And it's about, you know, it's been very much about, okay, you know, where do I go from here? This month, you get to settle some of that down. This month, you get to really take everything slowly. You get to actually enjoy all of the things, you know, and this is the thing, I think one of the things for Sagittarius, you've had a lot of blessings come your way, but you just haven't had any time to enjoy them. Now you have the time to enjoy them. You have the time, you have the space to just kick back and have a bit more of a relaxed time and go with the flow and enjoy the energy that's coming at you. This is about purity. You know, you see the naked figure, it's like a naked child on a white horse, you know, with a victory banner. And what that actually means is the white horse represents purity. It represents movement in a pure fashion. It represents the will that is directed in pure force. The fact that it's a naked child represents purity, and it also represents, you know, a clean slate, the clean soul, washed clean of all sins. It's all things stripped back and stripped bare, so that what's revealed is just pure. It's whole. It's wholesome. You know, and when you see this as your actions, it's like you're acting on behalf of yourself as an ambassador for yourself. You are your own advertisement. You are saying to the world, this is who I am, this is what my message is, and it's all about making the world and life better for everybody, including myself. You're really, really blessed this month. It's like you've got, you know, your footsteps are guided. You know, last month you had divine protection, whereas this month you've got divine guidance. You know, you're having quite a lucky run of it, I have to say. You know, you guys are the fortunate ones, actually. Which is interesting as well, because I kind of see this as you'll be getting a lot of information coming through. You'll be getting a lot of ideas. You'll be getting a lot of, you know, a lot of channeled wisdom coming through you. And that's in large part because your ruler is currently in your 12th house. You know, you've got Jupiter in Scorpio, which, you know, for you guys is your yeah, Jupiter in Scorpio is your 12th house. You know, so this is giving you the opportunity to really delve into your spirituality, to really delve into what your true message is, you know, what your life path is for, what is your purpose. And I think this month you're just, you know, you've got guided and blessed footsteps. What a lucky place to be in. So your money and your materials this month. I just knew that was going to happen. I absolutely knew it. I thought to myself, I bet it's the Tower. So things are about to get a shake up. When you see this card, up it blows, down it goes. So you're divinely guided. You're going the right way, but you are going to be tested this month. Yeah, especially in your money, in your finances. You're having moments of doubt. You're having moments of like, okay, well, I'm getting all of this wisdom. I'm getting all of this understanding. I'm getting all of these cosmic downloads. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with it? You know, I can't spend divine wisdom. I can't spend or, you know, or pay my bills or my rent with divine guidance. Well, actually, can you? That's what I believe part of this question is about. It's almost like you've forgotten that you have a very broad and a very big audience to deliver a message to. And in order for you to be truly abundant, in order for your destiny to move forward, other people's depend on yours as well. And I've always believed that as well. You know, whatever your personal destiny is, hangs on somebody else doing something somewhere elsewhere. And vice versa. How many people's destinies are being held up because you haven't done yet what you are supposed to do? You know, and the Tower card comes when you've built up a false sense of security somewhere, where you have bought into the own to the you know, the self-illusory tendencies, the little lies that you've told yourself, that you built up into one massive lie. And then it's finally cracked, you know, and your psyche says, look, no more, I'm done with this bollocks. I need truth. I need exactly what it is. I need ground zero. I want to start again. So in the Le Tarot de Marseille, this card is called Le Maison de Dieu, the house of God. Human beings are the house of God. We are the house of God. You know, your physical body houses a soul. And that soul is the part of you that is connected to the divine light, the divine source. The tower being struck on the crown is the head. The lightning is the knowledge, it's the wisdom coming through. And it cracks and shatters all illusions. It blows the tower apart. The tower is the construct of who we thought we were. The tower is the construct of the lies that we've told ourselves about who we are. The lies that we've told the world about who we are. That are believed by the world, but you can't fool yourself. You can't fool the all. You know, the universe knows everything. It is loving and wise, as Nadia Shah says. And I love her. If you haven't seen her, check her out. She's bloody beautiful and she's amazing. When I see the tower card, it's about cracking the illusion. And the thing about illusions is they rely on you believing that they are the truth to perpetuate. Once you know something is no longer fundamentally true to who you are or to your life path, it cannot be sustained. Once you see behind the curtain and you know the wizard's just a big fraud, once you've seen it, once you've seen behind the curtain, you've seen behind the curtain. There is no going back. And in your money, in your materials, in your finances, you've been throwing money at something needlessly. You have been, you know, trying to fill the void with everything physical without doing any of the real work. I'm going to be, you know, a bit more stick and a little less sugar with you guys. Sagittarius, you know I love you very much. But I have to say to you, you know, you're going to have a great month. You're divinely guided and divinely blessed. Last month you were divinely protected. Why are you wasting such gifts? They don't come about very often. And in your money and your materials, this is about the lies that you've told yourself about why you can't be abundant, about why your idea won't sell, about why your book isn't ready yet, about why your book isn't being funded yet. When the student is ready to learn, the master will appear. That is the rule of it, and it's the same in everything in life. If you're Field of Dreams with Tom Hanks, when the little girl says to him, you know, it's like, why am I going to build a stadium? And she says, build it, people will come. And it is as simple as that. If you've got a book, if you've got a blog, if you've got a message, if you've got a piece of art, whatever it is, create it, get it out of you so that it's out in the world. Because once it's there, that's going to be your abundance, and that's being channeled directly to you from source. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your gift. Get it out there for people to see, and the rest will come into place. Stop telling yourself lies. Okay, your communications this month. This is emails, text messages, phone calls, conversations. Look at that. This is you. The Temperance card is the sign of Sagittarius. This puts your communications, what you say, what your message is, how you say it and how you get it out to the world at large, isn't just divinely guided, but it puts you in a true position of strength. It puts you in a true position of power. Now is the time to collate what it is that you have to say. Now is the time to collect all facets, all aspects of the knowledge that you've gained over your lifetime and put it together in a shining stained glass window of beauty for everybody out there in the world to see. The card of the Temperance represents patience, but it also represents the blending of this and the blending of that. It's the card of the alchemist. It's about taking the base metals or the crap and turning it into gold. Your entire lifespan has been one series of experiences, and those experiences are worthwhile sharing with other people in the world. For those of you that have experienced, you know, fights and discord with people over money, with people over, you know, living situation, etc., this comes to an end now. This comes to a close. And one thing I have to say, I know you guys are going to be able to rise above this. Some of you won't, and some of you shouldn't have to. So, you know, don't let me put that on you at all. What I'm saying is, when you are blessed and you come out of this period of financial bleakness, and you start to be blessed and you start to have abundance and you start to have more than you need, you will be in a direct position to either bless others, especially those that never helped you out and just let you suffer, or you can leave them to do the same. The choice is completely yours. One path will elevate you, one path will perpetuate what you already have. And that's not for me to make the decision for you, because some people need to learn their own lessons. And that is the whole point of it. But for any feuds that have taken place in and around money, finance, living situation, those are going to come to an end, and they'll come to an end quite quickly. You know, certainly by the 31st of March, you know, even with the Mercury retrograde that's coming up, even with not Sagittarius, the Jupiter retrograde that's coming up, you know, things are going to change for you quite quickly and quite dynamically after this month. It's just the fact that you're going to have to get past this month. When that time comes, who you choose to bless is your business, and who you choose not to bless is your business. And if anybody gives you any shit for that, then you know what? You probably don't need them in your life anyway. Don't let anybody dictate anything to you. And finally, your heart and your half, your relationships. You have the Queen of Wands. This is you. This is a Sagittarian. Sagittarius, Queen of Wands, a fire sign female. Sagittarius, Leo or Aries. Queen of Wands represents a spirited, vibrant, hard-working, dynamic woman who knows how to juggle many things, and you know, at any one time. This is somebody that is deeply sensual, somebody that's very connected to life, somebody that has a lot of life in them. And the fact that you've got the black cat there represents this person knows about the mysteries of life. This person has knowledge of the occult. This person has knowledge of all things mysterious because she has her own feminine mystique. When this comes up in your relationship sector, it reminds you that relationships aren't just about emotions. Sometimes they are about physical contact. Sometimes they are about expressing emotion through passion. Sometimes it really is, what it boils down to is the fact that for those of you that are in established bonds, you need to get your sex life on track. You need to get your sensuality back in the game. For those of you that are single, this is about finding somebody that can match you on that level, somebody that connects you, you know, to that aspect of yourself. For some of you, the flings that you have are going to be quite explosive. For some of you, this is going to be you arguing with somebody, and the reason you're arguing with them and you can't fucking fucking stand them is because you want to get into their pants. And it really is as simple as that. A lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, Raf's really going in these days. I'm just calling it like I see it. On a familial level, for family and friends, this talks about you finding ways to do more with the people that you love in your life. You know, so do more with your friends, do more with your family. Remind them how much fun you can actually be, how much of a big kid you can actually be. This looks like a really interesting month for you guys, absolutely. A Sagittarian female is going to feature for all of you in some way, shape or form. That could, oh wow, look at that one turn right over on its own. That could be you, but it could just as easily be somebody else that makes themselves and their presence known in your life. For your key to the month, you have the Star card. The Star represents hope. It represents a glimpse. You've had a glimpse of the vision of what you want from your life and what it could be. You've had a glimpse of the vision of the what is the sun? The sun is a star. I mean, look at that. You know, this is what I love about tarot. Sometimes it gets really serious. The lies that you tell yourself, that construct, that old paradigm is about to be shattered. Whether you like it or not, you know, it's going to come to an end, and that's a good thing. You've had a glimpse at this. You know, the Tower card as well is also a very liberating experience, because it gives you that moment of, that's what that was all about. When you get to that point, you're in a really, really good place, because once everything falls apart, you can then be sure that what's left is terra firma for you to build something, you know, of a true nature on. And because the Star card represents the sign of Aquarius, you know, it represents beauty. It represents a beauty. It represents the tribe of the world. You know, that's what Aquarius represents. It represents hope, optimism. It represents achieving your goals. It represents having a glimpse at what your final goal is and seeing yourself achieve it. That's just as important as getting there. Knowing that you can get there is a part of it. Sagittarius, I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. For those of you that have and choose to, thank you so much for all of your donations. It means the absolute world. For those of you that like, share and subscribe and comment, I love you for it. Thank you so much. I will see you again very soon for more content.